Welcome, and thank you for watching this short video and demo on CyberVR. In this brief presentation, we'll go over what problems CyberVR addresses, how CyberVR works, some use cases, and a brief demo. Organizations today are heavily focused on enhancing their cybersecurity capabilities, specifically around cyber hardening through continuous pen testing, cyber response and recovery, and rapid remediations, while also looking to add agility in their adoption of new technologies through upgrades, new architectures like containers, and frequent software releases through Agile and DevOps frameworks. However, these initiatives are drastically slowed down due to their unknown impact on operational environments. Organizations are looking for ways to add agility to these initiatives without adding risk to their production environments. CyberVR is a software appliance deployed and configured in under 2 hours that natively integrates into your VMware and storage environments. It auto-discovers VMs and their protection schemas to allow you to create a fully instrumented sandbox within a single click. The sandbox is created by leveraging efficient snapshot clones on existing snapshots, ensuring that the VMs are exact copies of productions and the snapshots are not modified, but they are provisioned within minutes and without physical storage capacity. CyberVR also creates a fully functional yet isolated network where the VMs are registered to and powered on so that all VMs have the same gateways and subnets as they do in production, but fully encapsulated in the sandbox so there is no risk or disruption to the production networks. End users, like developers, pen testers, auditors, can seamlessly connect to the sandboxes from CyberVR's intuitive web interface, accessed through any web browser, and end users can provision and delete their own sandboxes, managed by role-based access controls, and can launch built-in exercises, like assessments, exploits, scans, and patches, directly to the sandboxes. CyberVR sandboxes can be deployed in primary sites or in underutilized DR sites. They can also be extended to cloud workloads, external code repositories, or any external network device, and are supported for a wide range of platforms. Here we can see some of the use cases being driven by CyberVR. On a day-to-day basis, security teams are using CyberVR to conduct more frequent and more aggressive pen testing and threat hunting capabilities against full copies of production. Application owners and developers can test upgrades, patches, and new features with zero risk to production, while security teams test vulnerability remediations and their potential impact to application uptime and stability. During an incident like ransomware attack or malware detection, CyberVR sandboxes are spun up to conduct triage and containment activities. The fully functional yet isolated network provides a safe place to contain all threats and security gaps before recovering to production, and sandboxes can be maintained for forensics, auditors, to provide evidence for cyber insurance and such requirements. Let's take a look at some specific examples around security tool validations and ransomware recovery. Ransomware is one of the biggest risks companies are facing today, and recovering from a ransomware attack can be a daunting task, even with robust DR and backup solutions. Let's explore why. When ransomware is detected, the initial response is usually to invoke the DR plan. However, organizations that have taken this approach run into two major issues. First, by the time the ransomware is detected and the DR plan invoked, the encryption has already been replicated and the restored workloads are already infected. Second, the recovered workloads still have the security gaps that allowed the infection to occur, and the attackers can easily respawn the attack. That leaves IT teams to resort to Plan B, recovering from backups. This is a slow, data-intensive, and manual process which requires one-by-one validations of each point in time of the workloads and manual isolation to prevent recurrence of the attack. This results in the recovery time of days and, more commonly, weeks. With CyberVR in place, with a single click, CyberVR can recover the workloads simultaneously to different points in time, each with its functional yet isolated network. CyberVR can automatically validate the status of applications within the sandboxes to quickly determine the safe point in time, at which point IT and security teams can work together to make sure that the networks and applications are hardened and patched before connecting them to production to avoid the same attack from reoccurring. This highly automated workflow can achieve recovery times of hours, and it's a process that can be tested and proven on a periodic basis. Another common use case is testing the effectiveness of security controls. Security teams today are tasked with detecting malicious behavior within their networks, but struggle to audit the effectiveness of their detection tools since that requires them to attack their production applications, which operations teams strictly forbid. With CyberVR, the security teams can provision a full sandbox of the production environment, including the detection tool like SIEMs, without having to interface with VMware storage or networking gear. Additionally, they can leverage CyberVR's brute force exercise to launch a service brute force attack against every workload in the sandbox, fully automated with a single click. CyberVR deploys Kali Linux in the sandbox, scans for any available service with Nmap, and then uses Hydra to brute force every service that was found. Once completed, CyberVR provides a consolidated report of each attack, which the security team can use to validate against their tools to make sure each attack was detected. If gaps are found, new sandboxes can be deployed to test the changes that are needed on the tools and relaunch the attack to validate the effectiveness of the changes. Thank you for watching this presentation, and please stay tuned for a demo which will cover all of the topics that we saw here. Thank you very much.